Hi, I'm Olivia Gunas. This is for my speech communications class. I have an audience member. She is recording, and I was unable to get other people to be in this recording. And my speech is on comprehensive sexual educations in public high schools in America. So according to the Kinsey Institute, almost half of women reported to have lost opportunities before graduating high school. Even though so many high school students already engage in sex, there's a serious lack of sexual educations that talk about things such as contraceptives and other things of that nature, and that are really vital to have in these schools. Now, I've done extensive research on different types of sexual education, specifically comprehensive sexual education. The majority of parents want comprehensive sexual education to be taught at their child's schools. However, there is again a serious lack. Not too many of these schools even mention the use of contraceptives or things of that nature. There are so many benefits of the comprehensive sexual education, and there is a simple solution to this issue. By the end of this speech, you will know exactly what a CSE or comprehensive sexual education is. You will hopefully recognize that these are needed across the nation, and you will know exactly what we need to do to fix this issue. A CSE is somewhat complex, and the majority of parents want these at their child's schools. So, according to In Teaching Human Sexuality, Comprehensive Sexuality, Sarah L. Curtis listed that there are 3 characteristics of a CSE. So the first is that they make students and people aware of accurate information regarding sexual and reproductive health. Secondly, they have a positive attitude towards sexuality. And thirdly, they provide information regarding contraceptives. The majority of parents were polled, and they were in this group that was pretty diverse with over 1,500 people. And these parents belong to different political groups and parties, and they also had children ranging in different age groups, such as parents that raised 9-year-olds to parents that raised 21-year-olds. So 93% of them said that they wanted any sort of sexual education to be available at middle and high schools. And then to go more into depth, the majority of them said that they wanted a comprehensive sexual education that included the use of contraceptives and things of that nature in public high schools. To connect to my next main point, even though the majority of parents want CSEs available at public high schools, there's a serious lack, and this creates issues. So there are many problems that stem from there being a lack of comprehensive sexual education across the nation. So in this political cartoon, you can see that the school is saying, oh, abstinence only, and then the lady, or the girl that's pregnant, says, oh, they abstain from any mention of birth control, which is very true, and there's scientific evidence to bring up that these actually occur, these situations like these, because so many schools just say, oh, we just don't have sex, don't engage in sex, and they don't think that maybe later on the road it might happen, and they don't provide any information that the kids would need for later down the road. So in an excerpt written in the Arizona Law Review, it was brought up that only 29 out of the 50 states actually even mandate there to be any sexual education of some sort available at public schools. So it was also brought up that a mere 17 out of, not even half, out of 50 even require the information they provide about HIV and sex to be medically accurate, which is the huge issue. This information needs to be accurate, and it needs to be provided to the kids. So to delve even deeper, only 20 states require there to be any mention of contraceptives, which again is a huge issue. So things like this occur where sex happens sometimes, and the kids are not available with any knowledge. They don't have any knowledge of how to be safe and things of that nature. So the lack of an enforced nationwide CSE results in higher rates of teen pregnancy. According to an American Journal of Public Health, researchers looked at states whenever they were funded with abstinence-only education, and they also compared it to whenever they were funded with things more of like comprehensive sexual education, and they compared those to the rates of teen pregnancy, and actually the results were that the states, when funded with CSC, had lower rates of teen pregnancy than whenever they were funded with abstinence-only education. So again, that speaks for itself. So the CSC has many benefits, and there also is a obvious solution to this issue. So as stated previously, there is a very low amount of states that actually even mention any use of contraceptives or things of that nature. And I put this together, and it lays out a problem, solution, and desired outcome. So there is a simple, easy fix to this. So in states like Florida, students need to take 2 semesters of physical education and pass it. So in Florida, it's called Health Opportunities of Physical Education. So yeah, if there were 2 or 3 lessons, just 2 or 3 lessons provided that offered information about things, the 3 qualities that I previously mentioned, it would inform students of so many things that they need to be informed of, and it would lower teen pregnancy rates and would come up with many desired outcomes. So to wrap up, CSC is critically needed in schools across the nation. And again, the majority of parents want them at their child's schools, and it actually is linked, abstinence-only education is actually linked to higher rates of teen pregnancy, and these components would inform students of many desired things. So again, there is a simple solution to this. If it just was included in physical education, it would improve so much and inform so much.